Example 2 says, evaluate limit x approaches to 8 minus x cubed all over 2 minus x. Okay, so what you should do first of all is you should actually sub in x equals 2. It is not going to work, okay? So all you need to do is you need to say subbing in x equals 2 gives 0 over 0. You need to actually write that statement, or infinity over infinity. Why does it? Well, 2 cubed is 8, right? So 8 minus 8 is 0, and then 2 minus 2 is 0, so that doesn't work. All right, Sarah, you're up. Any suggestion on what I can do to get started here? Okay. Okay, let's just think big picture here. What are we going to want to get rid of in this question in order for it to work? What's causing us the problem, Sharon? Oh, I love it. Okay, because the problem what's causing us here is this 2 minus x we got to get rid of, right? So we're going to hopefully have a 2 minus x in the numerator, and that will do it. So we will actually use difference of cubes here. I'm actually glad we learned that on the first day of class. Now, if you want to do, if you don't want to difference of cubes memorized and you want to do long division or synthetic division or something, go right ahead. Can someone be brave, John, and factor the numerator for me, please?
It's going to be 2 minus x.
Good.
And then bracket, and then it's going to be 4.
Yes.
Plus, sorry. 2x?
Yeah.
Plus x squared.
Yeah. Now it looks backwards because normally the x is on the left and the numbers are on the right. Okay, but there's that. And divided by 2 minus x. Patrick, why am I happy? Yeah. Right? Remember, you got to think always what's causing the problem. What was causing us the problem, right, was 0 in the denominator. Okay? Yeah, it is yay. Like, this is big time, happy time. Okay? The 2 minus x is not, sorry, it's not big time. Lovely. So I'm left with limit of x approaches 2 of 4 plus 2x plus x squared. I am happy right now. Up to the front. Matt, what do I do now, please? Sorry? You can factor it, we don't need to. Actually, let me rephrase. No, you can't factor that. From difference of cubes, this is never going to factor. Okay? So at this stage now, we're going to sub it. Okay? Because how do I know instantly I'm not going to have a problem with this one? What's the number one thing, no matter what, that there's not going to be a problem? Melody?
The denominator is 1.
Yeah. There's no fraction, right? So since there's no fraction, I can have an answer of 0 for my limit. That's okay. Right? I can have an answer of 18. I can have an answer of -2. But since I have no fraction here, I'm never going to have a problem with it. So I'm just now going to sub in x equals 2. And we're going to get 4 plus 2 times 2 plus 2 squared, which should be 4 plus 4 plus 4, which equals 12. It equals 7? No, it's not equal 7. Joke. Okay, for the internet here, that's my insult for what I cannot actually multiply. If adding I can do, so 3 4s I can add, I just can't multiply them. Okay, somewhat making sense. If you're in Mr. Lacey's class, it should be 100% clear, I hope. Right? Courtney, you're feeling good about this? Okay. If you're, please ask. I'm going to hit pause so the internet doesn't need to hear your questions. Although it might be good and instructive, okay? Yeah. This is a goodie. So that means please put a star on the hard side of this question. Okay. Evaluate the limit of x approaches 0, 1 minus the square root of 1 plus 3x all over x. Oh, good golly, this question looks wonderful. No, this is wonderful. Okay. Will this work if I sub in x is 0? No. No. Now you're saying no, because 1 you're dividing by 0, but that just turns into 1 minus the square root of 1, so 1 minus 1 is 0, you get 0 over 0. So I'm going to say subbing in x equals 0. Gives 0 over 0. Okay, any suggestions? Then you can take it if you want, but if not, I can pass somebody else. What do you think you're going to do for this one? Okay.
I was like, maybe times it by thing again.
Yeah, times by the thing. When you say times by the thing, I think what you mean is we want to rationalize the numerator, right? So what are we going to multiply by? Not 1 take away 1 plus. Because remember, think of it like a difference of squares, right? So if you multiply, like 1's got to be a minus, the other has to be a plus, and that gets rid of the middle term. Very good. So this is going to be the limit of x approaches 0, 1 minus root of 1 plus 3x all over x times 1 plus the root of 1 plus 3x all over 1 plus the root of 1 plus 3x. I'm that? Sorry? Root of 3x? Okay, good question. I'm going to let you guys take this. This is an aside here. So you're just saying you want to multiply just by this part. So it's going to be the limit of x approaches 0, 1 minus root of 1 plus 3x all over x times this. That's what you're saying? Well, just try it. Let's just try it. Okay. So let's see what happens. So this turns into, so if this works, I've just wasted so much time in your life here, okay? That turns into be the root of 1 plus 3x minus 1 plus 3x all over x root of 1 plus 3x. Now the problem is what? Nothing cancels, right? Like even this 3x here doesn't cancel the 3x on the left, right? The nice thing with this is that everything's going to beautifully cancel out. So what you guys are doing now, I'm going to pause on the video, and Robbie and everyone else is going to simplify this. Okay, if you're saying, Mr. Sadler, I'm afraid of square roots, first of all, you shouldn't be. Secondly, use foiling. Okay, just foil it right out and you'll be fine.